Welcome back. Today, using some cotton, pattern piece, pins, and scissors, we're going to be showing you how to make a dog bandana that you can loop through your dog's collar. For your fabric choice, you could use any fabric. We're going with a cotton. Cotton would work best in this case as you could easily wash it. For your fabric, you're going to be cutting it out using the pattern piece that are available online. There's two ways you can cut out your pattern pieces. The pattern pieces will be available on our blog with sizing options as well. The first way to cut it out is to just use this one pattern piece and put it towards the edge of your fabric. This is folded over, so when you cut this out, you would line it up with the edge and then cut here, here, and here. This will provide you with one piece of fabric for your bandana. Then you could refold your fabric and cut out another one. A second option is to cut out two pattern pieces and line them up on the middle and then do one big cut of the fabric, and this will provide you your two needed pieces for the bandana. Now that I have my two pieces of bandana cut out, I'm going to pin them right side together so they're ready to sew. Now that I have my bandana all pinned up, I'm going to take a seam from this green pin and go all the way around until I get back to where this white pin is. I'm going to leave this open so that I have a way to turn my bandana right side out. Now that my bandana is all sewn up, I'm going to trim the edges and I'm going to turn it right side out. When I'm turning my bandana inside out, you can use your finger to do this, just try to push it through. But then another option is if you have a stick or a pencil, you can use that to really try to get some of the points. So I'm just using my hand at first so that I can move this and get as much of it right side out as possible. So I'm just going to use my stick to poke through the edges to make sure that it's nice and sharp and it's looking good. And there's my bandana. So this is an optional step, but the more I thought about it, I'm going to go ahead and iron my bandana so that it is much crisper looking and it'll be easier for when it comes time to top stitch it. The best way that I find to iron is I put my iron down and then I move towards the seam so that it flattens it out. Now it's time to create the loop that the collar will go through for our bandana. To do this, I'm just going to be folding down my top edge about halfway, and then I'm going to be pinning across right here. I'm going to take a seam that's very close to the edge and just sew right across so that you'll end up getting a little hole or the loop that your collar will end up going through. The nice part about using a seam that's very close to the edge is we're going to close up that hole that we had used to turn out our bandana. So this is kind of like a 2-in-1 step. So I'm going to pin this up and then get started sewing. And there is my pins. So now I'm just going to take a seam right across here. Now that I've put my seam in for the loop, I'm going to cut off the loose strings and my bandana will be complete. Here is my completed bandana. So the seam came out really nicely and I have a way for it to thread through the collar. So I'm just going to push my collar through here when I put it on my dog. So what I'm doing now is just pushing my dog's collar through the bandana. And there it is. So now the bandana is on my dog's collar. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, be sure to subscribe to our channel and follow us at Emmy's Dog Boutique. If you like this video and you want to see more, check out, if you enjoyed this video and want to be video and you